everybody, and welcome back to another episode of SportsPoint, brought to you by Pointer Studios, the show that is in fact better than Talk to. I am your host, Jacob Spoerl.
I think you were actually going to say it.
Joined with me are my co-hosts, Alex Proctor, Brody Kupsky, and Liam Statz. Guys, how you doing?
Well, I didn't think you were actually going to say that.
Insane statement.
It's a bold time. I'm ready to say everything that I possibly can without being fired. That's a joke. I don't know if I can say it. I'm kidding. We got a lot of big news. A lot of things have happened today, at least in the NFL world. The day that we're filming
everything, dude.
Across everything. Are you ready to talk about it? Are we all ready?
Ready to talk about sports, Jake?
I am too. To start off with our crowning champion segment, my champion that I will be crowning today is running back from Boise State, Ashton Jeanty. He's good, dude. He is really good. I mean, on the year, he's currently first in the Heisman race right now.
Good.
He has 1,248 yards through 6 games and is currently on pace for 2,704 rushing yards, which would beat Barry Sanders' all-time record.
Yeah, through 6 games.
He's
already ahead of where Barry Sanders was at this time. So he is popping off.
People are doubting him because he's from a G5 school, but I really don't think that's fair.
Well, I saw all these stats, and then I saw the highlights, and then I was kind of curious. So the other night, this past weekend, I put on the Boise State game when they were playing Hawaii, and he looks really good. So
he also stands there like Michael Myers.
It's
all the edits.
crazy.
So I mean, we'll see where he goes. I'm curious to see where he goes in the NFL draft. Probably first round. I don't know which team.
Running backs really don't go in the first round, though.
Bijan Robinson did. Jameer Gibbs did the year before.
But it's like sparingly.
I know, but this guy could potentially be arguably one of the best college running backs of all time. All right. So we'll see. That is my crowning champion, Liam. Who do you got for us?
Vanderbilt once again.
Dude.
Back-to-back wins in the SEC.
Dude.
They beat Kentucky 20-13. It's Vanderbilt's year. They got
going all the way?
I mean, I don't know about that one, but they have Ball State this week. And I was originally going to put I did put it, but if they beat Ball State,
Ball don't lie.
I think maybe they're ranked. Maybe it's like that much. It's tail end. They have Texas next week. If they beat Texas, they are ranked.
Oh yeah. If they beat Texas,
they're ranked.
When they beat Texas.
Yes,
Vanderbilt's going this year.
All right, that won't happen.
It's so much an if.
Texas.
Wait,
no.
Did Wisconsin beat Alabama?
No.
Exactly.
I didn't.
So by that logic, we are actually worse than Vanderbilt. So
I'm not saying you're wrong. I don't know if
USC,
anyone's beating Texas this year. I'm gonna be straight up. They're really good.
Except Vanderbilt.
All right, Brody, who do you got for your crowning champion?
On the topic of college football, Army and Navy football, both of them are ranked together for the first time since October 3rd, 1960.
Wow.
First time that these two teams have been both undefeated up to this point in the season since 1945. Literally the end of World War II.
Grandpa.
Since they've been ranked together and undefeated. Number 23 Army is 6-0, and number 25 Navy is 5-0. They're both atop the AAC, the American Athletic Conference, with Army in first and Navy in second. The annual Army-Navy game is going to go insane.
I really hope they're both
December.
undefeated up to that point.
I hope so too.
Insane.
I think that game is such like a big tradition, and to have them both be actually
undefeated.
ranked and
good. It will have college football playoff implications if they are both.
That would be awesome.
That would be crazy.
I like that all of this has been college football themed, but I think it's going to take a turn here. Alex, what do you got for us?
I'm going to have to give my crowning champion to Dylan Guenther, forward for the Utah Hockey Club.
You would go with hockey.
We're going to talk about hockey later.
Shut up. We got you there.
I wanted to give it to Bedsy. He's got the same amount of points, 1 goal, 4 assists in the first 3 games. But Guenther, I don't know if Liam, Brody, you've seen this guy can shoot the puck. He has 5 goals. 5 goals.
Yeah, I think
5 goals.
Sabres could use him.
Sabres could use him. We'll
use
talk
him.
about it later.
I'm going to get Dylan Guenther, but he's off to a hot start, and I'm interested to see where he ends up this year.
Awesome, and that'll do us in for the crowning champion segment, which will take us to our next segment, the 3-Point Try Campus Roundup, brought to you by Point Brewery, and we actually have a new flavor of the month halfway through the month. This month's flavor of the month is Point Premium Kitty Cocktail.
Yes!
You've been waiting for it, bro.
Yes! This is the greatest day ever.
I don't know about that. When
give it up.
grape soda comes out, then it'll be the greatest day ever.
Oh.
Next month. Maybe.
Oh crap!
Can you get it open?
Hands are a
Oh my
little.
gosh! No, not Brody. This has to
try.
happen.
Oh man, it's stuck.
See, me and
Sorry.
me now it's got it on lockdown. Oh, you got it out. Can you not get it out? Hey, there you go. All right, we all got it out. Gotta try it. Dead silence. Ooh.
Oh my God, this is so
Whoa.
good.
Okay, Brody.
is the best
Okay,
thing
Brody.
ever.
Keep her down. Keep her calm,
That's
brother.
really sweet. That's good. All right, so I will be covering our tennis teams at UW Stevens Point.
Shout out Stephen Benoit.
Yeah. Starting off with our
Yes.
UWSP men's tennis team, we are currently 3-3 on the season and 1-0 at home, undefeated at home. Let's go. Like to see
Like
it.
the Bears are.
Why'd you
Yeah.
do that? Why'd you do that, dude? I'm sorry. All right, they're coming off 2 losses in La Crosse, Wisconsin, against UW La Crosse as well as UW Superior. However, Connor Crisio won both of his number 5 singles matches. He got a 6-1 win and a 6-2 win versus Superior and a 6-4 or 6-2 victory against La Crosse. The men's team will be playing their last game of their fall slate at Hamline University, which is a private university in St. Paul, Minnesota, against the Pipers on Saturday, October 19th. And then the women's tennis team, they're currently 5-5 at 500, 3-1 at home. So not undefeated, but three wins at home is pretty good. They're also coming off 2 losses in La Crosse, both against La Crosse, UWL, and UW Superior. But freshman Allie Bristow from Swamico, Wisconsin, won at her number 6 singles, winning 6-0 and 6-1. The women's team will also be playing against the Pipers at Hamline University on October 19th. They also get to play the following week at the WIAC Championship in Madison on Saturday and Sunday, the 26th and the 27th. And both teams will be returning in spring.
Volleyball. Thank you, Brody, for writing a majority of this because I completely forgot.
I got bored in class.
Dude, I was also in a very boring sociology class. Like, I had to just...
Hey!
had no time.
School's important.
School is important.
Sometimes. No, I'm just kidding. It's always important. Liam, just give it to me. To us.
Just start speaking.
All right, 14-6 on the season, undefeated.
Heck yeah!
3-1 on the road, 2 for 5 in neutral sites. They recently competed in the Papa John's Invite hosted by UWSP.
Classic.
They beat Augustana College, Illinois. That's important, the Illinois on there because
Yes.
D3 different from the other Augustana and one of the
Augustana
schools.
University.
Yes. They also have the same logo. It's really confusing.
Yes.
It's really
What?
confusing.
That's
yeah.
weird.
They swept them in 3 sets, and then they beat Wheaton College in 3-1.
I like the way you pronounce that. Wheatons.
Ashley Kopp, WIAC Player of the Week again.
Heck yeah.
On offense for volleyball, her 7th time overall, her 2nd time this season. Over 2,000 career kills now with 2,002. She is the 3rd WIAC player to reach that milestone, the first pointer to reach that milestone. So as she continues along, she's going to set new records. So.
Dang. That's awesome.
Grace Michalski over 4,000 career assists as well. Hit that milestone versus Augustana with a 36 assist performance.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yes.
Up to 3rd on the list of pointers in career assists with 4,063. That's
Jeez.
a stupid
Shout
number.
out. Holy.
Next games are this Wednesday at Whitewater against an actually pretty decent Whitewater team this season. Friday at Illinois Wesleyan University in Bloomington, Illinois. And then the WashU Triad this weekend versus North Park University and Washington University in St. Louis on Saturday.
Your broadcaster voice slowly kept coming out as you're doing that. I like that. All right, thank you for that. Brody, what do you got for us?
Got cross country again. The men's cross country team competed at the Gene Davis Invitational at Reed Municipal Golf Course
Was
in
Stout there?
Appleton, Wisconsin.
List out there.
Nope, they were not. Hosted by Lawrence University this past Saturday. They took 4th out of 11 teams. The only other WIAC school there was Oshkosh, because that's pretty close to Oshkosh. Led by freshman Ethan Vandermeer, who's from Kiel, Wisconsin, which is pretty close to my hometown of Brillion. I don't like Kiel, but okay. Who finished 21st with a time of 26:20.1. Other than that, they'll be competing later this weekend at the Augustana Regional Rumble in Rock Island, Illinois.
The Regional Rumble is a really cool thing to name something that's
Another,
awesome.
we were talking about Augustana too. They'll be competing against Augustana. So
Illinois.
Illinois. Women's cross country
Parentheses,
team.
Illinois.
Only 4 women competed at the Gene Davis Invitational. Lindsay Josser led the 4 women, finishing 37th with a time of 25:09.2. They might be competing at the Augustana Regional Rumble, not sure. But if both teams don't compete this weekend, they'll for sure compete at the next meet, which is the WIAC Championships, held by UWSP at the Wisconsin River Golf Course. It's about 6 minutes outside town, going west on 66, on November 2nd.
Yeah, we learned why they used golf courses last week. Awesome, thank you.
The more you know.
The more you know. That'll take us to Alex Proctor. What do you got for us?
I have men's and women's soccer here at UWSP. Men's soccer took on Loras College this past Tuesday, October 8th, in Dubuque, Iowa. Sadly, they fell 3-0. Goaltender Jacob Havlick made 6 saves in the loss. They're still having a good season for the first season.
Goalie to goalie, right?
Yep. No, I think they're doing just fine. Fast forward to UW River Falls. Once again, ended up in a 2-0 loss for the Pointers. Jacob Havlick, 7 saves in this one. Pointers haven't found the back of the net in the past 2 games, but I have a good feeling this weekend they're going to play Whitewater here at home, 7:30, Turf Fields. I think they'll get the job done. I have a good feeling about it. Let's move on to the women's. Women's soccer took on Eau Claire here at home this past Wednesday, October 9th. Game ended up 0-0. Erica Pinella, goalkeeper for UWSP, had 4 saves in the shutout. The tie gives the Pointers a point in the conference, so not the worst thing to happen. And then fast forward this Saturday again, October 12th, they took on River Falls as well. Fell 2-1 with freshman Paige, and sorry if I mispronounced this, Ostrushko scoring
good.
her first collegiate
I would
goal.
look at that. That was good.
And the Pointers, that was the only Pointer goal. So they will also take on UW Whitewater before the men play here at home Saturday at 5 p.m.
Awesome. Right. Shout out again to all the student athletes.
Do we want to mention football?
Well, you already did it, Liam. So, really quick.
I don't remember what the score was. I know it was
41-0 against Eau Claire.
Yeah,
we made some predictions last week. They may have been wrong, but they'll be playing.
Just a little bit.
They'll be playing, I think, at Whitewater this upcoming weekend.
Friday.
Every WIAC opponent.
Friday.
Every WIAC opponent from this point onwards is ranked, by the way.
Not just that, we play the big 3 at the end. Platteville seems to be really good this year.
Platteville's ranked really high.
The skies have frozen over. Everything is upside down. That Platteville is leading the conference.
Yeah, that's really weird.
We're in the end.
I think the Whitewater quarterback's averaging isn't it a couple picks a game? He threw 3 interceptions, I think.
Yeah, but he's also
Stout,
averaging 200 yards.
They just did lose the
old
Stout.
mix.
They did just lose the Stout.
They did.
They lost
Do you guys ever feel like Point is basically
moving on
No. Last thing. You ever see that meme of Squidward looking sadly through the window at SpongeBob and Patrick? Yeah, SpongeBob and Patrick are all of the rest of the WIAC, and Squidward is us because it's every year. It is every year, man.
All right. Well, that'll do us in for the 3-point try campus roundup. Let's move on to the NFL updates. So typically, I'll start this off by talking about the Packers, but this day,
kind of.
You're kind of talking about them.
Yeah, but today on Tuesday, there's a lot of things that have already happened in the NFL world. So we're just going to jump right in. As of this morning, breaking news: star wide receiver and former Packer Davante Adams was traded to the New York Jets from the Las Vegas Raiders, and the Raiders receive a conditional 3rd-round pick in 2025. So this is kind of interesting because the current conditional 3rd-round pick could become a 2nd-round pick if Davante Adams makes either the All-Pro team or if he's on the active roster if the team makes the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl, per CBS Sports NFL Insider. Jonathan Jones, Lambeau East or Green Bay East
New
is
York
what they're called.
Packers.
The New York Packers strike again.
So I really feel like Aaron Rodgers made this trade.
I think he's the new GM for the Jets.
Because
I want to hear your guys' thoughts.
No, I
before
said
give
my
mine.
thoughts. I really feel like Aaron
said your
Rodgers
piece?
made that trade. I don't think that.
How do you think this will affect the team going forward?
Well, they finally have a receiver that will want to really play because he didn't really seem like he wanted to play in Vegas there.
He was also getting injured. He
Well,
was taking big hits on every
That
single
too,
pass
but
he
it's
caught.
Yeah.
he just didn't seem happy since Derek Carr left because that was his college teammate. Like he came there kind of just to play with Carr. Now he's playing with his other best friend Aaron Rodgers, so hopefully he'll kind of shine there. But kind of gives them more weapons to work with, along with Garrett Wilson. Alan Lazard's having a really good season.
Lazard caught another Hail Mary pass, dude, last night. That was insane.
That was
King of the Hail Mary.
Couldn't do that in Green Bay. Couldn't do any of that in Green Bay, but he could do it in New York.
Do you have any thoughts on this blockbuster trade?
I don't know enough about football to chime in or know anything.
Aaron Rodgers, I miss you. You're showing flashes of your old self.
I mean,
hate what you've become.
I miss his prime, but I'm in it for the love.
It's kind of
Aaron
like
Rodgers is old.
It's kind of like Darth Vader, man.
If he was on the Vikings, that would be Darth Vader. Yeah. I will say this. These are my thoughts on this. A part of my heart is somewhat full again, seeing the two play together, because that was probably my favorite quarterback wide receiver duo in my lifetime. Watching
I don't know,
live.
Jordy Nelson, Rodgers. is
Jordy
pretty
Nelson,
special.
yeah,
Jordy
but
Nelson, Rodgers
I started
is awesome.
I started watching 2015, and they had a couple good years, but
You're a fake fan.
I can name so many more players than you. It's not
Yeah, you
even
could,
funny.
you could.
Anyway, Rodgers and Adams were just such a great duo in my opinion. I don't think this will fix the Jets' woes.
Not even a little bit.
I think there's a lot going wrong. We kind of talked about it last week. Robert Saleh being fired really early in the regular season, kind of figuring out what they're doing with coaching. They're 2-4 right now. Not only do they have a worse record than they did last season with Zach Wilson at the helm, they also have the exact same amount of points scored. So I think they need to work more in the trenches, getting better offensive line pieces. I don't know. This will help them for sure. There will be a couple weeks where I think Davante, Rodgers will look pretty good, but they're not going to the Super Bowl this year, and Rodgers is at the very end of his career. So we'll see where this is going to go. That'll bring us to the next blockbuster trade that also happened today. Star wide receiver Amari Cooper from the Cleveland Browns is now being traded to the Buffalo Bills. The Bills receive Amari Cooper as well as a 6th-round pick in 2025. The Browns receive a 3rd-round pick in 2025, as well as a 7th-round pick in 2026. I think this was a good move for both parties. Now, I mean, the Browns get a decent amount back, more than they did, more than the Cowboys did when they traded him to the Browns. Jerry Jones,
What
Dallas.
a terrible franchise that he runs.
hilarious.
It's actually crazy.
I'm happy for Amari because right now the Browns I think everyone and their mom knows that you got to bench Deshaun Watson, and I think
They don't want to admit that they made a mistake.
Yeah, they don't. And I love Baker Mayfield, and he had like half of a bad year because he was injured. They got rid of him and paid for Deshaun
And
Watson
they're
the
paying
back
for it
massage.
eternally.
parlor.
Eternally, they're paying for it right
Yeah, they are, and I'm glad for Amari that he's somewhere where I think he'll be valued. I'm happy for the Bills because I do like the Bills, and I think this gives them another edge to possibly, maybe, hopefully compete for a Super Bowl. I hope it's the Packers, but if AFC, it's a little more open this year, I feel like. And then also, literally right before we started filming this episode, the Packers signed kicker Brandon McManus, former Jaguar, and Bronco. I don't have all the information right now because it's literally happening right when we were getting set up.
Didn't also Cam Akers go to the Vikings?
Cam Akers did get traded to the Vikings. That wasn't as big of a trade, so I wasn't going to
I
mention
mean,
it.
I'm just more surprised that he's around in the league still.
Yeah, it's funny because wasn't he drafted in 2020?
2020, he started his career.
He's young, but he's just been bouncing around, I guess. I don't know. I think it's somewhat smart for the Vikings to have that kind of insurance just in case if Jones is hurt, but I don't know. It's whatever. I don't even want to talk about the Vikings. Talking about the Packers, Brandon Marvison, he's missed more field goals than Anders Carlson did all last year, and he's only played 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him, man, but McManus was a good signing.
Truly insane that we've had a harder time replacing Crosby than we did Aaron Rodgers.
Speaking of Crosby, Max Crosby traded the Packers per se. Maybe give away Preston Smith and Luke Van Ness and a 4th. Get Max Crosby.
See, I feel like we haven't seen all we've seen from Luke Van Ness yet.
No, I know. I'm kind of kidding.
He's still on his rookie contract.
Well, yeah, this is his second year. I think Van Ness give him a couple of years. I just think our pass rush has still been a little.
Preston Smith, there's two.
That was kind of a joke. But speaking of the Packers, I think we should just get into it. The Packers coming off a big win against the Arizona Cardinals, winning 34-13. A complete team win for Green Bay, mostly really clean football. Jordan Love was 22 of 32 with 258 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 pick. That interception wasn't fully his fault. He was throwing to Bo Melton, who slipped on his route. It was a rainy game. It was a minor thing. Didn't really screw us up that much. Romeo Doubs, it was his first game back from his suspension, had 2 touchdowns. Christian Watson and Jaden Reed also had a touchdown as well.
Did you see Jair Alexander say in the post-game thing that he said that Dobbs
would catch 2 touchdowns?
Yeah, I saw a lot of edits that it was like, and then like slowly faded in like LeBron James's face.
Yes.
Jair.
Yeah.
Alexander. No, I mean, I'm so happy for Dobbs, man. Like we said last week, talking about the suspension, we didn't really know all the information, and I think
I felt like there was a lot of other stuff happening.
There was, and he hugged his teammates after he caught that first touchdown, and that filled up my heart, man. That was so awesome to see. Yeah, I mean, we ran the ball well. Defense had 3 takeaways, currently a league best with 17. That is awesome. Thank you, Jeff Halfley. Unfortunately, Xavier McKinney's interception streak does come to an end, but you know what? He's still the best safety in the league. So I
by far and away, it's like
Jesse Bates is really good, and he's having a good year. But no, McKinney is the best. And speaking of, don't look at the script. Guess the 2 highest graded safeties in the NFL per Pro Football Focus.
Oh man, could it possibly be Evan Williams at number 1? I wonder who number 2 is.
Xavier McKinney.
Listen, don't look at the script. But yes,
I knew this beforehand.
I know. I talked about
it all day.
I talked about it last week. Rookie Evan Williams, he impressed me a lot in his first big start against the Rams. But now, after a second start, yeah, currently, according to PFF, highest grading safety, and Xavier McKinney's right behind him. So great job. Our secondary is playing really good. The Packers advanced to 4-2 on the season after that win. The NFC North is now 17-5, which is the best record by any division through 6 weeks since 1970. The North is scary, man. We've been saying it every week. Everyone just keeps winning, and
they also have far and away the highest point differential. I think it's like 2.
All 4 teams. All 4 teams do.
I like they're all 1, 2, 3, and 4 by the point differential.
Yeah.
And then combined, they're the highest point differential
Dude,
of
the
any
North
division by
is,
like 200 points.
Yeah, the North is a powerhouse this year. This upcoming weekend.
Well, the Bears haven't really played anybody that I would.
Okay, the Bears are still a good team. Sorry, Mateo, but I do somewhat agree. They haven't played some really tough competition besides the Texans, whom they lost to.
And they lost the Colts.
Yeah, that's true. They did lose to the
Bears.
Colts.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've played a couple.
So Mateo, anyways.
Yeah, so the Lions are going against the Vikings this Sunday. Sorry, Aiden Hutchinson. Hopefully he's.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Hopefully he's okay.
Oh my gosh.
That was such a bad injury.
Did you see that, Proctor?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think everybody saw that. I heard the leg snap. Prayers up, man, for Aiden Hutchinson, dude. But that's going to be a fun game to watch. The Bears are on a bye week, and the Packers are playing a tough game at Lambeau Field against the Houston Texans. This is our winter warning game where we're debuting our all-white winter warning.
Give me the yellow stripe,
uniform.
man. That's all
I know, the yellow stripe. I still think they're cool.
The only thing, like, people are like, well, you know, that means you don't like it. I love it. I love the white.
They're cool.
Because that's what we've all been asking for.
Yep.
The only thing is you either add the yellow stripe or you remove the yellow stripe in the shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Because that's it. Because it's literally only on the basis of the fact my ADHD will not let it go.
I agree.
Yeah.
Now, for this game specifically, one of my favorite rivalries in the NFL, Jair versus Stephon Diggs. That one gets me excited because they hate each other.
Well, it's also two of the future, you know, Super Bowl contenders, you know, Texans.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think the Texans are going to the Super Bowl. I think it's between 3 teams in the AFC.
2 years, it'll be Texans versus Packers.
For sure, but everyone was saying they're this year's Super Bowl contender. They're good, and they're a good team. I just think they got a little overhyped, and I personally think this Super Bowl...
Kind of like the Packers?
What?
Kind of like the Packers?
They're going to the Super Bowl.
What's different between them and the Texans?
The difference is people were legitimately saying C.J. Stroud is like arguably the best quarterback in the league. And people, I feel like, we're underrating Love a little bit. And I think C.J. Stroud is better than Love, but we're not getting into that.
You want to know who the best quarterback in the league is right now?
Joe Flacco.
Josh Allen, my boy.
It's Joe Flacco, Josh Allen, or Sam Darnold, and that's a scary thought.
Are you sure it's not Levis? He's got the most completions to the other
He's got the
team.
most memes.
Oh, okay. There you go. You said most complete.
He also has every single game that he's played, he has come out with a new meme, which a generational run.
It is a generational run. Shout out to the Mayo Man himself,
He's
Cologne.
the GOAT at throwing it to the defense.
He's had a lot of big moments this year. The leaks,
Team
the
Fortress
Mayo
2
Cologne
split.
commercial. Sorry, I should have mentioned that. Anyways, we'll see if McKinney gets a pick off C.J. Stroud. That'd
That'd
be
be pretty
awesome.
funny.
I believe it's going to be a tough game. I want to pick the Packers because I feel like people are somewhat underrating them in this matchup. Although
It'll be close.
Texans head coach D'Amico Ryans is saying that Jordan Love will be the best quarterback that they've gone against this year, and they
Thank
played
you.
Josh Allen.
Thank you, D'Amico Ryan.
So thank you for the glaze, but I don't know. Right
I'm
now,
going to say it's going to be decided by a single field goal.
we have McManus.
I would say like 21-24.
I honestly was going to say the Texans would win if they had Nico Collins, but they don't, and I believe they're running the ball pretty well. I'm gonna pick the Packers. We're going to the Super Bowl.
All right. Hey, would you like to make a bet?
No.
Shake my hand.
No. Okay. Speaking of picks, let's go to our primetime picks. So guys, everyone picked right last week. You guys,
Undefeated.
yeah. So Brody and Liam currently 2-0 with picks. Alex, a little bit of redemption, 1-1. You're gonna catch up. We got
Okay, to
plenty
be
of
fair
time.
though, the 1 week he did get wrong was like
Which one was it? I forgot.
it was Falcons Buccaneers.
Oh, that was
Literally-
one in overtime.
Yeah, literally, and Kirk Cousins literally threw for 500 yards.
So you guys,
I almost give it to him.
yeah, you guys have all done well. I mean, let's see how you guys do this week. Start off, Alex. Thursday night football. This one, Sean Payton revenge game, kind of mid it seems. Broncos at Saints.
Yeah, so I got a strategy here. The past 2 weeks, I picked the team with the best logo, Broncos Country. Let's not ride.
So you're picking the Saints.
Yep.
Okay.
I like the Saints logo. I think they got good colors. Jameis Winston, does he play for him?
No,
he used
not
to play.
really.
He
He's
used to
on the
play for him?
Browns.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he used to play for him.
Where
and he-
careers go to die.
Yeah, but he had some funny moments on the
He did.
Saints, so I'm
He
gonna go
did.
with him.
EW. All right, so let's go to our Sunday night football pick. Brody, it is Jets at Steelers, newly acquired Davante Adams.
So
What are we thinking?
I was thinking this already.
This
I
one
think it was
could go-
last night.
And
I was
Russell
thinking-
Wilson is liable to start this
Oh
game.
yeah, no, he is
Yeah.
going to start. Russell Wilson
Yes.
is going to start the first time this year for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So,
See,
a lot of factors to consider here.
See, I want to say Jets just because they got Davante and they want to turn it around. But also, you're playing in Pittsburgh.
Steelers
It's
going
gonna
Super Bowl?
be- Yeah, Steelers got a Super Bowl.
Steelers
going
on a
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
Steelers got to a Super Bowl, so
Picking
hard-
Pittsburgh. All
I
right.
think I'm picking Pittsburgh.
There are 2 Monday night football games this week, so Liam, I'll have you pick the first one, which
You gave me the hardest one.
no, I
Yeah.
gave you. Is this the hardest? It kind of is.
Okay.
It's Ravens at Buccaneers. Liam, are you going to keep your undefeated streak? Let's
Oh
see.
no, man. All
I
right.
think. Well, just let me hear it.
They're both doing well. That's the problem.
This is true.
They are both doing well. They both really haven't been blown out any time.
No.
So, like, I don't know, dude. Baker Mayfield's on, like, a super good run, but Lamar Jackson
The
is-
Buccaneers kind of got blown out by the Broncos. That was a weird week. That was a weird week. Why'd you spray me?
I said,
Yeah, but then you like spray bottle. Give me your pick, Statz. Just kidding. My bad.
it was crazy. You feel good about yourself, huh?
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
sorry.
Ravens.
That's a good pick.
Good
That's
pick.
what I was gonna say. But who knows?
Mark Andrews
knows?
finally has a touchdown. I'm so happy. This is the greatest thing ever. He was on my fantasy bench.
Dude, he's like their tight end 3. It's kind of funny.
Shut
All
up,
right,
Jacob.
for the second Monday night football game, I'll just kind of have all of us pick it. It's Chargers at Cardinals. Who's watching this game? Let's be honest.
Nobody.
So,
Go
we
Joe
picking?
Alt, though. I'm a fan of Joe Alt.
so
Liam, go first.
I think I have to go with the Chargers.
Brody.
So I am.
Also, they still use the
I am
fullback, so.
partly a Chargers fan because I've always liked their jerseys, and I actually have a Chargers jersey. My brother likes the Cardinals because
Reese Kupsky mentions.
There it is.
he was big on the when they went to the Super Bowl, and his favorite color is red, so it'd be kind of a matchup between us. So
Yeah, Eli Manning.
I want to pick Chargers.
Legend.
I really want to pick Chargers, so I'm gonna go with them.
Yeah.
Alex, are you keeping your logic?
Eli
or-
Manning, Chargers legend.
This happened.
This one's a little different. Went to school with Kyler Murray, so
It's true.
Did you?
This
What?
is true. This
Well,
is true.
Wow.
Yep. So going with the Cardinals. Yep, my boy.
Well, you can't just drop. What age? How
I was a freshman in high school,
and
and
how?
he would have been a senior.
Yeah, that's checks out.
Jacob's mind is blown
Hold on,
right
were
now.
you taller than him?
Yes, I'm still taller than him.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
that
me,
makes
Kyler
sense.
Murray's like 5'5".
Sorry.
Kyler Murray's like
All
shorter than me.
What the heck?
So you're picking. So then your boy just lost to the Packers. What do you think about that?
I mean, he's not really my boy, but like we were kind
All
of
right,
boys because
all right.
like we went to the same school. So-
Okay.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
gotta represent.
Yeah, exactly.
So you picked the Cardinals, right?
Yep.
I'm
yep.
picking the Chargers just because their team isn't flashy. They're just a good coached football team. I like Harbaugh. I like the way he's entered this
Hopefully
year.
he's feeling better.
He
Joe
uses the fullback position. That's all you need to know.
Joe, I really like that pick now. He's fun to watch in one.
Well, okay, because
one-on-one
we all know
matchups.
that he's going to play 12 years of all pro football and then retire and become a Hall of Fame like tackle. We all know this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. Just so we're all
I
clear.
agree. All right, so most of us pick Chargers. Alex doesn't. That'll take us to the MLB update. Brody, that was loud. What do you got for us?
A lot of things just happened this past week. The championship series is upcoming. It's actually happened right now, but the playoff picture, the divisional series wrapped up last weekend. The Mets advanced after beating the Phillies 4-1 last Wednesday. The Brewers' curse is so real.
The Brewers' blessing.
It's sad. The Dodgers won against the Padres in 5 games. Guardians won a series versus the Tigers. The gritty Tigs are done. Very sad. The Yankees won the series versus Kansas City.
No. All my teams are losing.
I know. It's sad. It sets up the championship series that's already happening. The Dodgers versus the Mets in the NLCS. Game 1 and 2 were played this past Sunday and Monday.
I hate both
The
those
series
teams.
is tied up 1-1.
Yeah.
The next games are Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and if necessary, Sunday. Yankees versus Guardians in the ALCS. And the first game played on Monday, and Game 2 is actually being played right now. Yankees are up 1-0 over the Guardians. And
Hey, how are the
second inning?
Rangers doing?
How are the Brewers doing? No,
You guys played useless baseball.
we did one more playoff game.
You did do that. You did that to yourself. I'm not even.
I just wasn't expecting
just set
you
that
to play
up.
useless baseball. That was a crazy statement.
Well, you guys played 3 extra games to not go.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
And we won the World Series last year.
Yeah. See, when you bring that up, like you're just doing.
You just set him up for like a Nathaniel Lau home run.
What? I'm sorry.
Adolis Garcia.
Boom!
Wow, we're really.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for the fishbowl for a little loud.
Mateo, thumbs up. You get a thumbs up for Mateo? Thumbs up for Mateo. We're good.
All right, Brody,
Awesome.
keep rolling.
So the Yankees are up 1-0 in the series
Ooh.
already after a 5-2 victory yesterday. Left-handed pitcher Joey Cantillo threw 4 wild pitches in 1 inning. Most in a playoff game since left-handed pitcher Rick Ankiel did back in 2000 for the Cardinals, and they ended up losing that series. When he threw 5 of them, he was a stud before this too. So it's kind of sad to see. The next games for them are Thursday, Friday, and if necessary Saturday. Who do you guys want to win? Personally, I want to see Cleveland win it all.
I
Plus,
agree.
they collab with the Milwaukee Brewers during the All-Star game to get the votes up for the All-Stars. Milwaukee, as they called it. So I really want to see Cleveland.
Yeah, it's the Yankees, and I hate the Yankees, so.
I really don't like the Dodgers. I don't like the Yankees. Cleveland.
But also, if they could both lose, I would let the Dodgers and the Mets both lose. If that was possible, I would let them both
Yeah,
lose.
but you can't.
I know.
I don't hate the Mets as much. I know this
I do.
exit was
I'm
tough,
fully, completely
but it was
respect
just I just hate the Dodgers, man.
Yeah.
When they beat us, 2018, bro.
That hurt.
grudges.
It hurt.
never
I
went
have
there.
also just never liked that I don't like sports teams that have a name from a different place and they remain there's no, it doesn't make sense with the
Lakers.
history. Yeah, like the Lakers. It's from Minnesota, the land of 1,000 lakes, not the land of.
Okay, but the Dodgers, dude, you can like.
Just
that's
dodging LA traffic.
No.
Thank you,
That is not the
Brody.
history.
Set him up. Set him
Brody,
up.
you are going to be
There
a
it is.
you are going to be a history teacher, and you will be lying to
I
your
know,
students.
I know.
You'll be lying to them.
I know. Oh god.
Should we do the wave?
Oh god. Woo! Yeah, bring the wave back.
No, we're not doing that.
Prox also hates the wave. Crazy. Got another Frankie in here.
In other news in the MLB, the Tampa Bay Rays field, Tropicana Field, the roof was ripped off by Hurricane Milton. The hurricane was a Category 3 when it made landfall in Tampa last, when was this, Monday or last
About a week
Wednesday?
ago.
Yeah.
Nobody got hurt in the stadium or anything like that.
Nope.
Yeah, Milton was not as bad as it was supposed to be, so I'm glad.
I think it was the fact that one hit and then another one immediately came around.
Yeah,
too.
but it was supposed to be a lot worse than it was, so it looks that was really good. But yeah.
Hoping for a speedy recovery for really North Carolina and Tampa. It's
Florida, yeah.
looking pretty bad. On other MLB news and baseball news, several Milwaukee-based companies and even UW Milwaukee are selling products for $1.99 in honor of Jesse Winker's batting average for the Brewers when he
I saw
batted
that.
$1.99 for the Brewers. Lakeshore Chinooks, a Northwoods League team, was selling tickets for next year's home games for $1.99. To be honest, though, they need it. Go Chalks!
Go Chalks!
Big Chalks fan.
Wow!
I wish their broadcaster.
It's like
I
this
know,
guy.
I
It's like this
know.
guy
Gotta
worked for him or
represent.
something.
You gotta represent.
Chucks?
What's that?
Do you work for the Chucks?
Yeah.
Didn't you work for the Groundhogs?
I'm gonna throw a shoe at you. I'm going to throw a shoe at you, Jacob.
The same animal.
Never go into a
Same
Chucks game
animal.
ever again. They always lose.
Yeah, only when you
Oh,
He is
whoa,
0-2.
Whoa!
Also,
All right,
also
let's move
Johnny
on.
Monica hit
My bad.
97 when
All
you were
right,
there.
let's move
That was
on.
cool. You gotta admit that.
Johnny and Monica, what a guy. The Broken Bat Brewing Company was also selling pints of beer for $1.99, which is insane.
That's awesome.
UW Milwaukee was selling tickets for their upcoming basketball season for
They
$1.99.
might have had to just do that in general based on how their performance is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these came after comments from Winker saying that I'll hate the city of Milwaukee forever.
Don't worry, dude. We'll hate you forever too.
Yeah,
It's really
dude.
good.
You're so salty, dude. All right, that'll be all for the MLB update. Next up, the NBA update. You got something for us, Alex?
Yeah, so taking a look at the NBA, preseason coming to an end. LeBron complained about flying to Milwaukee to play.
It was so dumb.
But you see that Greg ratioed him on
Yes.
his own tweet? That was okay. So he goes, "Why do we have to fly to Milwaukee to play a preseason game? One preseason game." And a guy, I don't know if you guys know who Greg is on Twitter, but he's one of the funniest accounts of all time.
Hilarious.
And he goes, "Well, typically speaking, I think it's because your team managers and owners decided that it would be cheaper than driving a bus 29 hours to the city of Milwaukee."
It's also
Call
like
me crazy.
It's Milwaukee in October. Like you're not like why are you complaining?
Exactly.
It's not Milwaukee in January or
Shut
something.
up,
Like,
Bron.
if you don't want to play, then don't play. Dude.
Gosh.
It's your job. To
Come
go-
on.
It's your job to go to these
I
cities.
feel like Jacob's getting. Yeah, you're also getting paid $1 million to fly on a fancy plane to go play basketball for a living, dude. Just what are you doing?
La complainer.
Ain't that our ball?
Hey, that,
Wow, wow, wow. That's a crazy statement.
Bucks are 1-2 in the preseason. Next game against the Mavs on Thursday. Let's go Mavs. Yep.
Yeah, he-
I will
heard
say, I kind of liked watching the Mavericks last year with Kyrie Irving and
I wanted
spirit
them to
of
win.
Dirk Nowitzki came back, brother.
like because I don't
Yeah.
like Dallas sports, but I did kind of like the Mavericks last year. So I
And we have Klay Thompson this year.
Oh, that's right. Clay's
Oh,
there.
That's right.
right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that too.
Yeah, we're winning. We're gonna win it. And the guy who's 7'5" who doesn't let anyone shoot. I'm sorry, but the Bucks are not winning.
I'm not. I don't. I will
You wrote the
see.
NBA up there.
I don't know
Yes.
if we're going on
I'm
the way, but-
surprised you did not include anything about Karl Anthony Thompson.
Yeah, I didn't, but I don't
All
like
right.
the Knicks.
I
guess I could-
from the Timberwolves.
Oh,
too.
the
I guess
Knicks,
I could
big-
say.
Big Justice.
Jesus.
Justice.
What are you doing?
They
What are
were.
you doing right now?
He's got more points than Legault's son.
That's just true.
Or the Rizzler. I don't know which one. one of the Costco kids, guys.
So,
Jesus.
well, I'm not caught up with the
during
lore.
the preseason, actually, Dante DiVincenzo, who just got traded for Karl Anthony Towns to the Timberwolves.
Didn't he play for the Bucks?
This is true. He got drafted by the Bucks. They were playing the Knicks during the preseason, and when he went to shoot his fall shots or whatever, he was talking to Coach Thibodeau of the Knicks and kind of chirping him like, this is why he traded me, like, kind of just saying, like, it's your fault that I'm here. Which I feel bad for him because he was with his former Villanova teammates, the Nova Knicks as they're called, and it was just kind of sad to see him get traded for from a place that he kind of loved, and like the fans started loving him in New York, even though a lot of New York fans hate all their players. Let's be real.
Art, you got anything else for us?
Yeah. I mean, Brody was taking it away. So,
I mean,
no, you know more about the NBA.
You know
than me,
ball.
so,
I guess I know
you
ball.
know ball. You know.
Yeah, I guess I could finish this segment out.
Wait.
Do you want?
No, I can't.
Hold him back.
Lonzo Ball is looking to make a comeback after being out of the league for 2 years. You know, saw that, like yesterday, 2 days ago? I didn't know he was out of the league. Like, I didn't know he wasn't playing.
That's how little of an impact that he made.
He was just hurt for a while.
Yeah.
Like, he was...
Was it really that long?
Yeah, he was hurt because he hurt his knee, and he almost wasn't able to play ever again.
So, he last played in January 2022.
Wow.
Left knee was having issues for quite a while. My question is, where is LiAngelo Ball? Where's the oldest brother?
The other one, I thought he went overseas, but...
Which there is actually...
Not to fight, to play.
To play.
Jacob.
Sorry, it's not.
I was about to say, there is legitimate money to be made in overseas basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the EuroLeague is one of the most competitive leagues.
I'm not going to mispronounce it. The Guangdong Tigers.
Guangdong Tigers.
Oh, shoot, I was close.
Not even a little bit.
Well, the
It
regular...
was a G. Sorry.
The regular season does start on October 22nd.
Which is a week from now.
He looked back, and the Yankees got 2 more runs.
Are you serious?
So I saw him moving back, and then called tab again. It was the... Please continue, Alex. Please.
No.
That was literally the end of his segment.
I'm so
You gotta cut him off right at the end.
I'm sorry.
Well, give us the NHL update, Liam.
We're going to tandem this one. Oh, it's 1 week into hockey. Let's go. What's happened? The Utah Hockey Club was undefeated, so they're already off to a better start than the Coyotes were. For their first 3 games as a new club, they finally lost to the Devils, who are also doing well. What is happening right now?
I don't know, man. Like I said earlier, Dylan Guenther, hot start for Utah Hockey Club, scoring big goals at big times. Logan Cooley, Clayton Keller, all those guys. Those guys have...
Hate Logan Cooley.
Why?
I don't care for Big Ten rivalries.
He's got
I know
he's a great player.
A great hockey player, but purely for the fact that he went to not my school. There we go.
Yeah, well, he's still a good hockey player.
Thanks.
The Oilers are terrible. Sorry, Frank.
Suck it, Frank. They're terrible. They were in the finals last year, and they haven't won a single game yet.
Awesome.
Yep.
My Sabres are doing
Connor
better.
McDavid, the greatest full time.
I think hockey playing wise, he's the best player to do it. Might be a little slow right now, but it's the beginning of the season. A lot of hockey to be played.
The Leafs. They're doing.
Whoa! You just missed a big part.
We're gonna skip over it.
Connor Bedard is the GOAT. 5 points, 3 games, 1 insane goal, and 4 assists.
Wow.
Okay, we can go.
Okay, you just need to get that out of the system.
Yep.
The Leafs are doing pretty okay. All right.
They're first in the...
But none of
first
their
in
top...
the Atlantic!
No. None of their top 3 guys have done anything.
That just talks
Austin
about their
Matthews,
depth. That talks about their depth
points.
on the bench.
Austin Matthews has nothing. He doesn't have an assist. He doesn't have a goal. He's got nothing. Tavares has 1 goal.
All right.
He has nothing.
But who's
Mitch Marner, who they were like, this is the second coming of Wayne Gretzky at one point. 2 points. And they're all behind Max
They're
Domi,
still ahead.
who doesn't have a single goal.
All I gotta say is, whose team beat the Florida Panthers? The former.
All right.
Whose
NHL
team is last in the Atlantic? the Buffalo Sabres.
You are 1-3 right now.
We beat the Panthers.
You were 1-3.
We beat the
You
former
are-
Okay,
champs.
so did
1-3.
Ottawa. Ottawa's
So
not
did-
great.
so did-
They have a crappy logo. And
Yes.
like Alex said, it's
All right,
a
hold on.
long
I know.
season.
How
So
about
give us time to
Hold on.
cook.
I know something that's going to make us all calm down and feel better. The Golden Knights are actually doing pretty good.
Oh my
Nobody
Never thought I could
cares,
say that
Liam.
this season, but Kelly McCrimmon does it again, I suppose. He's doing
even know that.
amazing.
Sure.
The Golden Knights. They do have a nice logo.
Mid.
Sick,
It's
right?
better than the Sabres. Though.
You don't
Yeah.
got swords?
Yeah.
You don't got swords?
Do you have a helmet?
We have a sword. And another.
I don't know. The Golden Knights logo.
What are the Preds up to?
Preds haven't won. I will say, my parents.
They haven't
Yo,
won?
Yo.
How many? Wait, how,
West is way better than the East.
That is also true.
is- it
That
is
is
very
so
tough.
true.
numbers talk.
Especially in the Central, it's really tough.
Okay, so the Preds are winless. My parents are home season ticket holders, so they go to every home game on the weekdays, and then they have season ticket holders to our games here at UWSP for the weekends. But they did say when they played Dallas, it was a lot more fun to watch
That was a
than
close
last
game.
year.
That was a really good game.
Yeah, they said that
Joe
they
Pavelski.
actually looked like they played hockey. So I'm gonna give it to them.
Were the Preds bad last year?
No.
I mean, they weren't supposed to be good, but they were better than they were better than what they were supposed to be.
They were the
They're
Packers.
currently losing 2-0 against the Kraken.
And there's a lot of hockey to be
Oh,
played.
that's bad. That is bad. Shout out Ashton Parker for being a Kraken.
I didn't mean to
fan.
call you out. I literally
Holy
just
schmoly, that's crazy.
Would you like to talk about your team?
No, I got my feelings out.
All right, shifting gears just a tiny bit. NCAA hockey.
I was
You
going to say,
got one more thing.
first, Washington Capitals up over the Vegas Golden Knights right now 4-2. So
How much time's left in that game? Oh, full period still? Sounds good.
I was
All
going
right.
to say, the game that the Preds are losing it, it's literally the start of the game.
Oh, boy. Okay. NCAA hockey. The Badger women's hockey team stays at number 1 after yet another clean sweep of Minnesota Duluth. They have 46 goals on the season in 6 games.
whoa.
Wow.
So I think they might be good. I don't know for sure, though.
It's almost 8 goals a game.
Yeah.
That's insane.
They have not scored under 5 goals once yet this season, and they have allowed just 6.
Wow. Wow.
Any comment, Alex Proctor?
No, I mean Wisconsin and Ohio State are the best girls programs in the country, so I don't think it surprises anyone.
Yeah.
They're unbelievable. So
Agreed. Badger men's hockey played their season opener over the weekend against Lindenwood. So, not great. Lindenwood, who you might recognize because Point actually played their season opener in football against them
Yep,
last year.
yep.
We lost 77-9. Lindenwood has played against the Badgers every single year of Lindenwood's existence. So, they became a D1 program 3 years ago. They finally beat the Badgers this past weekend in the season opener. They beat them 4-2, and they took them the distance on Saturday, and they only lost in overtime. That's not good.
Didn't you predict the Badgers to win by quite a bit?
lot?
Yeah.
by quite a bit.
Yeah.
Too early to be sounding alarm bells, but the Badgers played terribly in everything except shots on goal because they had 40 shots on goal in both games.
Oh, wow.
And Tommy Scarfoni, the Badgers goaltender transferred from RIT, started the season on the Hobie Baker watch list. I don't know if you know what the Hobie Baker is. It's like the Heisman, but for college hockey.
Oh.
Yes.
He
Not
has
as
dropped
cool-
out of
not
it
as
now.
cool name, but
he
you know.
didn't start the second game because that's how bad of a job he
Really?
did the first game. And that's unheard of, especially in a series in college hockey. Badgers fall to the number 16 spot on the US CHO poll from the number 9 spot. So that's a pretty good drop. Not great. That's 7 spots.
It's a lot.
It's still ranked. We'll see how this series against Ohio State goes, but I will be there for the Friday game, so I'll let you guys know how that goes.
Lovely.
Also, throwing it out there, wrapping it all up, Point men's hockey does come into the season ranked number 6 nationally.
Do you agree with your ranking, Alex Proctor?
no comment at the moment.
Not high
I do.
enough.
I mean, I agree with it. Like,
Oh.
yeah, but like, it's the season hasn't started, so I don't feel like rankings are that big right now. I think the
Well,
season
especially at the
is,
start of the season. It's
yeah,
hard.
the season is very telling. Everybody gets new players.
Yeah, I like that.
We have
Be honest.
lost a
It's
lot
too
of
early to
seniors.
tell.
We have lost a lot of seniors.
Hey, hey.
Well,
That doesn't scare me though.
Does
No.
not.
doesn't scare me. I still feel confident in the team. I think our freshmen have looked great in practice. We're going to get our first look next week in the exhibition against Marion at home.
Wow.
So I mean, I'm feeling good about it. 6, that's perfectly fine with me. If you think there's pressure on us, sure, but you gotta, you just gotta play to it.
It's pressure every year.
Dang, that's a good positive way to end that.
That's a
after
hockey
several,
answer is what it is.
I think that's a good way to end it, though. You guys agree?
I agree.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you to everybody in the Fishbowl for helping out today. Thank you, everyone, and folks, from all of us at SportsPoint. We'll see you next time.